amount was on December 31st.
Yeah.
I didn't know if y'all have that yet, or you need me to make a copy to give to you. Okay.
To the board, advising them who's been hired and
Okay.
at what rate.
And that would be in the minutes, and then that
Okay.
would be sufficient.
Okay, well, I was just trying
I'll
to
speak with him today about that.
stay on top of that, so give that to JK, asked me to give that to you. I can call you, Patrick, on that.
I can wait.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not in any huge hurry.
There's some bills.
And there's some letters. Thank you.
We received all the fees we're gonna get from the state. The only thing we're waiting on now is sheriff's fees, which is not going to be enough to be payroll on Tuesday. Medical Mutual, we have, you know, every week they fax us that paper for our bills that we need to cover for that week. We had one for 8,900, there's one for 30,000, there's one for 23,000 that we're gonna have to, they'll be calling here shortly, needing us to cover those. Of course, on Thursday, we'll be getting another one, so. We have a few accounts. There's, you know, courtroom security, I think there was maybe 2,000 we could transfer over, and then he might have had 1,000. So, other than that, I've taken from everywhere we can.
How much is in courthouse renovation?
Wasn't that about 22,000?
Gerald, what do you think we should do?
How much do we need, you know?
Well, payroll's probably gonna be, you know, in the 120 range. These bills over here.
Or we can put it in the
This
drawer.
is about 60. Guessing, so.
Would you say 30 and what?
30, 23, and 89.
That's 62,000 there.
We've got 25. And I'm gonna,
Can we use any of that money out of that document storage, paying the bill?
that's the judge's call there. I think that's probably, and that's not even counting our mounding bills that we have. The last Chrissy gave me a total was 140, and that was including what you all had in here the day of that meeting.
Plus
So,
this.
yeah, plus this, so.
And if they release that, Patrick, that money, can we use any of that?
We need the judge's approval to use it,
Okay.
yes.
Well, I need to ask you.
I'd say that'd be a good idea.
Okay. I'll take care of that, and maybe he'll. I think there's like 300,000.
I'm not sure that
No,
number.
I think one of them had, what, 200,
200,
between the
right.
two of them, I think one had 100,000, the other had about 2.
Yeah,
I think between the two
I
of them.
believe that's right.
It will also involve Mr. Grace as well. The approval for expenditures
Oh.
from the fund require the circuit clerk and the judge.
Okay. Well, I'll run down there after the meeting. When do you need that information by?
Well, I mean, we're holding our own until Tuesday when we have payroll, so.
Sometime late next week will be fine.
Friday would be great.
I'd
be assassinated by then.
We did send out the delinquent letters yesterday. We'll collect until February the 10th at 1 o'clock. We'll send the list to the newspaper for it to be printed on the February 17th newspaper. So if anybody wants to avoid their name in the paper, they need to pay before February the 10th.
After we collect delinquent taxes, how much the general fund still be owed some?
Some, I don't know that figure, but I can ask Judy what that would be. She did take the time to go through, I have to pat her on the back for that, and combine, she saved about at least $800 in taking the time to know who, you know, what bills all needed to go together and combine them for
Save on
postage.
postage.
Then do we need six, how much do we need then, by Tuesday? Just payroll?
Payroll's 120, we've got 60,000, 62 for medical mutual that needs to be paid, because they'll call, at some point, they'll quit paying for prescriptions and stuff if we don't get that paid.
Roughly 150,000.
And then, like I said, that's the bills.
Couple hundred people
I was gonna say 200 would, I think, take care of all that.
per week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get with Chrissy, get a good total on the bills. I'll come up with a sheet for you. I guess the third payroll, and I'm gonna guess, you know, at some point with, you know, both courthouses operating with problems, it's really taking its toll.
Yeah.
Thank you, really good news.
Sorry.
Your new nickname, Sunshine.
If I can sleep good night, I want everybody to sleep good night.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Joe again, Paul, around Joppa Road, from 45, that little section over to, what is the name of that next road? I never can think that road.
On the left,
Going towards Jopper?
No, the other way.
Going towards the Mount Mission then?
Yeah, but there's, you know, there's a road that goes to the highway.
Oh, yeah.
Liberty Ridge.
Liberty Ridge, yeah.
You know, there was a church up that one, or school, church, I guess, that cemetery at one time. And that building been there. If you're, I guess, looking toward Liberty Ridge from that small, short section there, the way this guy explained it to me, there's a summit on the left in that ditch. He said half of that ran, I guess, be east, and then half back to 45. He said that east section was something stopped up. He said on a good rain, it runs over the road down. Runs over Joppa, I think is what he's talking about. Can't get under Liberty Ridge, I guess, or whichever. I'm thinking it may run under Joppa Road there at the intersection and go south. But I'm not sure about that. But he said, thought that was okay, it's just on Joppa Road there. That ditch may be stopped up or something. Because he talked about cleaning up the ditch, so. And maybe a culvert too, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, are you on the, I mean, as far as, where you say the summit is it between there and Liberty Ridge?
Yes.
This
Yes.
trough? Okay.
Yeah, on the, I guess it'd be what, north side of the, northwest side of the road, or, well, anyway, left side of the road looking toward Liberty Ridge. Yeah.
Check it out. I mean, generally speaking, when it gets backed up enough to where it goes over the road, the culvert stopped up.
Yeah.
And it's not the ditch.
And it may be, he didn't know.
Yeah.
He
Unless-
said the ditch, but it may be a culvert.
Unless there just is no ditch there.
Yeah.
I'd be
I bet there's ditch there, but it may be, well, I know there's a ditch there, so it shouldn't be stopped there.
I'll check it out. I've got one resolution to be passed today. It's the acceptance of rock proposals. We had rain for rock last week, as we normally do every January. And Shawnee Stone there at Cypress was the low bidder on everything again, so I just have a resolution prepared to accept their unit prices for the year. For us buying rock as needed from there. The prices went up just a little bit from last year. A few of the items that we normally buy stayed the same, like riprap 3 and 4. That's the larger size riprap. That stayed the same. But for instance, like CA6 and CA5 went up like about 15 cents a ton. I think CA16 stayed the same. So,
Where do you buy the most of stuff?
yeah, probably between CA16 and CA6, we
Yeah.
usually buy the most of those two things.
Go 60.
A ton.
Chip.
That's a chip
Chip.
for oil and chipping. Yeah, just to give you, like CA16 is $8.50 a ton. CA5 is $7.75 a ton. CA6 is $6.85 a ton.
What size is the 5 inch and a half?
5 is it's just it's more of a clean,
That's what I call clean.
larger size rock.
Is how much?
$7.75.
What's that, 11? He's changing higher.
We don't bid out 11.
Oh, you don't?
No, we do CA16, CA5, CA6, CA10, and then riprap 1, 3, and 4. To be honest with you, we've never, since I've been here, we've never bought CA10.
I don't know if they have it
What is it?
Huh?
What is it? What size?
I think it's a bigger CA6, isn't it? Like 1 inch?
Well, I thought CA10 was more of like what they say is used in concrete.
Oh, clean.
Oh, it is funny.
I think,
They used to have it.
I don't know.
I mean, they do because they give us a price for it. I mean, they wouldn't give us a price if they didn't make it. But generally speaking, we buy very, very little of the RR1, which is the really small riprap, and then we mostly buy 3 and 4.
What's 3 and 4, 150 pounds?
I think riprap 4 is 150 pounds, 3 is size smaller.
50 pounds.
Anyway, I'm not prepared to accept their unit bid prices for the year.
I'm going to approve.
I'll second that.
I need to just have to sign if the resolution is passed.
You guys sprayed any salt, brine and all this winter?
Not yet.
I didn't think you had.
Not yet.
Let's keep it that way.
I'd love to. that direction, that's for sure. Days are getting longer.
Some of those days, like Saturday, unbelievable.
Pretty nice, wasn't it?
Out there doing some landscaping, watching the vehicles. Spring day. Need that back.
How much is ag line?
I think it's around $6, but I don't know for sure. We don't usually give that out.
You don't really know
We
what
buy-
the-
we buy from you.
A little bit.
Empty back row.
Yeah. That's it for me. Thank y'all.
Thank
Be
you.
good.
You coming up, Patrick?
Sure.
Just, based on a change in the law for county board members to participate in IMRF, the county board has to pass a resolution certifying that the board members work at least 600 hours annually on official county business. And this resolution would certify if it were passed. That would include, official county business would include, but not be limited to, attendance at county board meetings, preparation for county board meetings, official county functions, meetings relating to county business, meetings and communications with county employees, other elected officials and constituents.
If we sign this, are we still obligated to keep that record?
Yes, the record is in addition to this. They're essentially for a county board member to participate in IMRF. This resolution must be adopted, and the county board member must submit on a monthly basis a record of the hours they work, and that's submitted directly to IMRF.
So actually, the way this reads, Patrick, you wouldn't actually have to submit 50 hours a week.
It's 600 hours a year.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's
You run
50
a
hours a
short
month,
one
I think
a
what you meant to say.
Huh?
Maybe 50 hours a month,
A month, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. That's right.
average.
Yeah. We need to vote on this.
It would need to be approved by vote, yes.
Okay. Would anyone like to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
All right.
How many of them signatures does he need?
I think just two, one for the clerk to keep, and then one for us to send to IMRF. And when he'd have to give that a resolution number, if you could send it to me, and I'll make sure it gets to IMRF.
Is everything else going on?
Yeah. Can't complain. How about you all? That's all I had, unless you have something else for me.